Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Closet Nerd. My name's Kristen for anyone who's new here, and in today's video, I am going to be giving you my official opinion on 5 pairs of scrunchy butt shorts that I got on Amazon. Now, I actually recorded this video a couple weeks ago, and I raved about a couple pairs. I did an unboxing, and I was so excited to wear them, and then I wore them, and my opinion changed. So I decided that I was going to really focus on having my channel be reviewing clothing after I have worn it, after I've washed it, after I know how it's gonna perform and I have finally made my final opinion about it. That's what I'm gonna be doing on this YouTube channel. So you know that this is a place where you can come to get trusted information. I'm also a clothing designer. I went to school at Iowa State University. I have a degree in fashion design. So I really like to look at these pieces and dissect them. Look at the fabric, look at what they used. Did they, use the right stitches and seams in certain areas, and you would be shocked what some people try and get away with. So I am here to let you guys know whether it is worth it or not to buy it on Amazon. So let's just go ahead and get into the first pair. Okay, so the first pair that we have is actually this really beautiful blue tie-dye, almost like marble effect, watering color. I don't even know how to describe it, but it looks super dope on. A couple of things that I love about this pair is it's only $21.99. So this pair is actually pretty affordable. It's got really breathable fabric. It has nice stretch to it, and it also has some breathing holes. I don't know if the camera will be able to pull this out, but it's got some breathing holes along the bottom of your butt down there, so it doesn't trap the heat in. So when you wear these, it's not gonna feel like you're trapping the heat in and like you're, you know, uncomfortable down there. So I really appreciate that they have that in these, because ladies, if you go to the gym and you live in a hot state like I do, I live in Arizona, it's brutal. It's brutal out there, okay? So I appreciate that. The other really nice thing about this pair is it has really strong tummy control. I don't really like using that phrase, but I don't know a substitute for it. So, but it really cinches you in. This is a really strong ribbed waistline, so it cinches you in really tight. I did not experience it like flopping over or getting looser as my workout went, so that was really good. The other thing that I really liked about this pair is the scrunchy butt is very strong. It's a very strong scrunchy butt. This thing isn't going anywhere. It's not snapping, it's not breaking. It's actually got this elastic in it just to give it some like extra strength. But with that does come a little bulkiness, if you get what I'm feeling. So this pair of shorts might be a little bit more invasive than some other pairs that I have going on here. One of the reasons why I like this style of shorts is because it doesn't have a middle seam going down the front. None of the shorts that I have in this video have that. I hate a camel toe. There are some girls that go to the gym commando. I am not one of those women. I cannot do that. I have my own tips and tricks to try and like minimize it as much as possible, and I've gotten like super close to eradicating it, but I just appreciate that this doesn't have a seam going down the middle. So love that about them. Now let's go ahead looking at the stitches on here. So the stitches they're not weak. Let's just say that, but I can tell that the tension on this, and I'll compare it in a little bit, but the tension on this pair of shorts is a bit too strong for athleisure wear. It doesn't seem like the seam is going to like break and pull apart, but it definitely is a little bit restricting. It might be a little bit more uncomfortable than if they used less tension when putting it in. This is also just production. Maybe this is something that they have addressed and fixed in the production line, but that's just something that I noticed on my pair. And the other really good thing about this pair is I have not seen it fade at all. I've washed it like 5-6 times by now. The coloring hasn't faded at all, so this is a really good pair that you can wear all the time and keep washing it and keep washing it. And I haven't seen the quality of either the fabric or the seams decrease significantly within the time that I've had it. So a couple of the bad things that I noticed about this pair. So it's too small for my size. I usually wear a size small. I'll have my measurements down below so you guys can compare, but I noticed that with this pair, it just seemed a bit too tight. I couldn't complete the leg press. I couldn't get my knees all the way back because I did really feel constriction around my hips. And I also noticed that these style lines that I have going down the side, they like pretty much just disappeared. So that was one thing that I was kind of like, meh, maybe I should get a bigger size. And you know what? I did. So this is literally the exact same shorts. I got them from the same store anyway on Amazon, and the mediums definitely perform and feel a lot better on me. Number one, I'm not feeling constricted around the hips, so I have complete hip mobility. That's really important for me on my leg day. My leg day, I really want to make sure that I'm using my full range of motion. And the style lines, they actually like showed up on this pair, so that was really nice. The other thing that comes with sizing up when we're talking about the scrunchy butt, I don't know what the fuck else to call it, when we're talking about the scrunchy butt shorts, is if you go up a size, there's more fabric to go in all of the creases and the crevices. If you get what I'm picking up on, it like, it really goes in there. And I was noticing when I was at the gym and wearing these pair of shorts, my butt jiggled. It jiggled like because there's like not as much tension as wearing this, so they just like had more room to wiggle around. So whether that's a pro or a con for you, I was just like, okay, I'm made aware of that. Again, with both of these pairs, the fabric is really soft, it's pretty breathable, and we also do have those breathable holes on the back side of these shorts, so they're able to keep you nice and cool while you work out. Okay, so this is where I wanted to bring up the seam tension. So I'm gonna put these two right by each other so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. But it's hard to see the individual stitches right there, and so that means that they have more stitches per inch, and as you can see, the stretch just, it's not as much. So that's just what I mean by tension. It's really just not letting it be as flexible as it could be, and it might be putting a little bit more stress on those seams the more you wear them, the more you use them. So just be aware of that. I hope they've addressed that in production line, because this is the correct way and it looks beautiful. So the next pair is actually an Athleta dupe. I don't know if you guys can tell from the shape or the little like branding here, but this is actually an Athleta dupe, and lots of the reviews online raved about it, so I had really high hopes. So let me go over the things that I like about it before I go into the things that I'm not the biggest fan of. So number one, the fabric is very stretchy. It is very stretchy. It's breathable. This is definitely a pair of shorts that you can wear more for like yoga or running. This isn't gonna give you the compression and support that you would want if you're doing like heavy lifting. That's just my preference when I do heavy lifting. I like a lot of compression. So this is definitely comfortable to wear, definitely comfortable, but it's not very supportive. And it almost seems like it is the waistband is too high for me. So it actually goes over like my little fupa that I try and hide. So that kind of like miffed me when I noticed that, but that's just like my own personal thing that I have to get over. It's fine. But like I said, this pair is super comfortable. The scrunchy butt part of this is very thin. Like you hardly notice it. It's not as invasive as the other ones. It doesn't have a extra elastic in it. So it's made out of the same fabric. It's not big, it's not bulky. These are very, very comfortable. However, when I first got them out of the bag, I was blown away by how soft they were. I said, oh my gosh, this is gonna be my favorite pair. I can't believe it. And that went away really fast after I washed them. The softness is not there. I don't know whether this pair is see-through or not. It changes with different lighting, and I've worn them to the gym, no problem. If someone sees my butthole, like, oh no, they saw my butthole. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about it. I think as long as you like don't wear obvious underwear, maybe sheer underwear. I wear G-strings when I work out, so there's like absolutely no line. But I think if you play it safe, you'll be able to wear these whenever you want, or you just like wear whatever you want, whenever you want, you know? You do you. But for $32.99, I was a little bit like, this quality really isn't the best. I mean, we do have like up here, we have some threads coming undone, and on the legs, we also have some threads. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna last a long time. If I'm being honest, I think I'll have this for like 6 months, and then they will definitely be like stay-at-home pants. I won't wear them out. They'll be like my chore pants or something. But I was so flabbergasted by the fact that they charged $32.99 for it. So I went online and found literally the same exact pair, unbranded, for, guess how much? Guess how much? $22.99. Literally $10 less than this, and it is the exact same. All that it's missing is the branding on the back. That's it. They are exactly the same. I've gone over this piece. I did it in my other film where I compared them, but they are literally exactly the same. The inside is the same. This one has a tag in it. This one did not have a tag in it. Makes you think. They have like some sort of style lines down the side. You can't really see it on the purple, but you can see it more on the brown. It's literally the exact same. So if you want to save 10 bucks, definitely get the brown pair. I don't know the brand, but I'll have it written down here. Yeah, if you want to save some money, go for the brown pair, but if you really like that Athleta dupe look, I mean, these are great too. Honestly, I saw a girl at the gym and she had the brown pair of the Athleta, and I was looking at them and I was like, you know what? It looks really similar. It looks really, really similar. So overall, I wasn't too impressed with these. They just weren't my jam, which is fine. But if you want something that's gonna be a little bit more less constricting, a little bit more, you can use your full range of motion, these are gonna be the shorts for you. Okay, now on to my favorite pair out of this whole haul. I have washed these like 8 times because I wear them every single week because I'm obsessed with them. So let me talk about everything I love about it. Number 1, the waistband. It's tummy controlled, it cinches you in, it's comfortable, and yet you can really expand it and get it around your hips and you aren't struggling to put it up. The back has a very flattering V in it. I love that. I just think it makes the butt perkier, which, who doesn't want that? The scrunchy butt on this is the thing that I love about it. It's like a happy medium. So it doesn't have an extra piece of fabric running down the middle like the tie-dye pair had. It's thicker than the Athleta dupes one, however, so it really does get into your butt crack and make your butt look really good. We also have style lines on the side here. I just think they're so flattering. And we also have some breathable holes in the bottom here too. I did not know that these were like little dots, and I was doing RDLs the other day and Like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, well, it's good that no one's just looking up my butt, because, you know, they'd see it. They'd see it. So just be aware that you have tiny little itty bitty holes. But it's fine. I never had a problem with it. Who cares? I don't. They're the best pair, and I'm actually gonna go online and get more of them because I love them so much. However, the one thing that I did notice about this pair is the color did fade in the wash, and I was a little bit like miffed about it, but honestly, I do like more muted colors. I was trying to go for bright colors, as you can see in like the beginning of this video, but I honestly do think that this color is a really good color for me. I am definitely on the pale side, Avi. So it's really hard to find shit that's like flattering actually. So I just love this pair so much. I'm definitely gonna get more of them. And this was $20.98, so this is one of the cheapest ones of the haul. I was so impressed with this pair. If you're gonna get any from this haul, get this pair. It's amazing. Okay, so that was my favorite one, and now it's time for my least favorite one. Okay, so starting with the things that I did like about this pair of shorts. Now, I do like the color. It's not for me, but this color is very bold, it's very bright, and it hasn't faded in the wash. Not that I have noticed, unlike the teal ones that I definitely was like, oh, I feel like this faded. This one, nope, still as bright as the first day I got it. The second thing that I like is the style lines. I do appreciate when a designer just like thinks about how it's gonna sit on the body and what's gonna be flattering and what's gonna, you know, accentuate the silhouette of the person. So I really do like the style lines, just that little extra detailing that they have on the side here and then underneath the butt. The other thing that I like is the scrunch level. It's a medium, ding, ding, ding. So this is a really nice scrunch. It's not too tight. It doesn't have extra elastic on the inside. So it's gonna be nice and seamless and it won't hurt your butt crack like some of the other pairs. But you know, that's pretty much about it. Everything else about these shorts, I do not like. And honestly, some of it is design, but a lot of it is personal preference. So let me go over them. So the first one is this pair of shorts, it's just short. They're so short. On my torso, it was like barely going above my belly button, and on the legs, they were always just like rolling up. I don't think I got the correct inseam, which I'm usually like very particular about it. So I don't know why I didn't notice that this was smaller than what I usually get, but that's okay. So that's okay. I just prefer mine to be a little bit longer. However, I was noticing that while I was wearing them, one leg would always be shorter than the other, and it drove me crazy. It drove me freaking bonkers because like so this sometimes happens, especially with pants. Honestly, I have some sweats that I got from Target that always do this, and it drives me crazy, and I hardly wear them because it just grinds my gears so much. But what will happen is in production, when they're cutting the fabric to, you know, make the garment, the fabric will get a little bit skewed and it won't be cut on the same grain line the whole way down. And so that can cause one leg pant to turn inward a little bit as you walk. It's super frustrating if it happens. Oh, I can't believe it's like ruined pairs of pants because I just can't wear them anymore because I get so irritated by it. But I felt like that was happening here. I don't know if that was just like a mishap on my pair or what, but that was really irritating. The other thing is the waistband was just so, like, it wasn't compressing at all. Like, I have a picture here. I went into the bathroom after my workout and of course, I had sweated during my workout, so I think it had expanded and then it had stayed expanded and it wouldn't cinch in. And I was like, oh, what's the point in these if they're just gonna like, what's the point? I hate them. I like cut my workout short because I couldn't take these shorts anymore. So these aren't my favorite, but maybe if you're a runner, you'd like these. Maybe if you have a shorter torso, I don't know. Some were long, some were short on me. I don't know what my deal is, but If you like this pair, go ahead, check them out. They are only $20.98, so it's not like you're wasting a ton of money, but just be wary that those are the things that I looked at. The stitches and seams, they look pretty good. It's just that waistline was like what's the point in having this, you know, if it's gonna do that. So that was just something that I noticed, but the stitches do look really good. So overall, I think I got some pretty good pairs in here. The teal one is definitely my favorite. Go check them out down below if you're interested. I also have my measurements down there so you can compare them if you need. I loved getting back into YouTube. I've taken about a 9-month break. I love getting back into it. So if you have any Amazon suggestions that you want me to check out, let me know and I'll check them out before you buy them and let you know whether it's worth it or not. If you enjoyed this video and you made it this far, if you found it informative, is that a word? If you found it useful, if you got value out of this, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that would mean the world to me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button down below. I'm hoping to release videos every single week starting this month, so stay tuned and I'll see you guys later. Bye.